Originally, if you think about SEO, we had originally, right? It's just like have good HTML. That was it. Have a good structure. Like that's all we needed for a while, right? Especially in trade businesses and service business that you weren't a big marketing company, you didn't need to be optimized kind of thing. Well, then Google, phones came into play and Google said, well, now you need to be performant on a phone and a tablet. So you had to be mobile responsive. That's what you call it, web development, engineering, whatever. Right. And so that was something that if you weren't if your page didn't load fast, if it didn't perform on mobile, you're going to get cut. The algorithm's going to dip on you. Right. Then they added, Google business pages. Then they basically, because of competition, everybody started to have location pages and service pages and all these different things to just keep up, right? And that's intentional by Google, right? They're always changing their algorithm. Part of it is because they are actively fighting cyber attacks and people trying to hack the algorithm to get to number one, all that kind of stuff. So they do change it all the time. Sometimes it's micro, sometimes they be big macro changes. And that's what we're going through right now. We're going through a macro change in the way that the internet is understood and the way that consumers find businesses. And that macro change is going to lead into a world of chat, whether we like it or not. There's just too much financial incentive to it. It's not going to go away. And it is something where, if you think about the progression of computing itself, we went from punch cards in the 40s, 50s, 60s to then command line, where we were learning the computer's language to work with it, to then graphical interfaces where we can click and compute, to now chat and conversation, where for the first time in human history, computers are speaking our language instead of us speaking theirs. So this is the natural progression. It will happen. And yeah, we all need to prepare for it. And it's probably a 2 or 3 year period where if you're not getting up to speed or caught up by that time, I do believe people will get lost in the dust.
Yeah, it's interesting because for me, when I hear SEO, I've been doing SEO since 2003, old school days of any Wild West of anything goes. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's 10 results, and you always wanted to be on
Yeah.
the first page of Google, and like that's long gone. That doesn't exist anymore.